I like battling the demons. And speaking of demons,
I am the demon.
welcome to episode 18. Yeah, I think it's 18. Yeah, let's see. I'm pretty sure it's 18.
Clarification.
That's crazy if it's 18.
Episode 18.
That's fucking wild. Damn, we've been going straight for a minute.
Today we will be reviewing The Monkey.
The Monkey.
And then ranking our top 5 Stephen King film adaptations.
Hell yeah. And when we're doing the ranking, I'm gonna preface this now. I am a movie guy. I'm not a reader.
Me
so
neither.
I'm not basing it off of accuracy.
King
That's a hint to obviously one of the adaptations.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
When we get there, it will make complete sense. But yeah, just want to preface this now. So if you did read the books, please leave your top 5.
We'd love to know. I mean, a lot of them is like a movie that was based on like a short story or something. So,
AKA,
there's a lot of there's a lot of room for adding shit because it's just a short little interesting story that Stephen King came up with that someone wanted to explore more.
Mm-hmm. They actually do that quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
There's one where they're in an apartment building. It's actually really good with Samuel L. Jackson.
I was looking through
apartment 17A or something like that.
Yeah, I saw like a cover for like a movie that had Samuel L. Jackson on it.
It's only him and I'm blanking on the other guy. I think it's only him, another guy, and then a girl. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is good, but it's been a long time since I've seen that. But a lot of my tastes with Stephen King has came from my dad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well yeah.
I know he likes horror. Yeah, that's true.
We're a big horror family, so
Stephen King is a legend in the horror field.
Oh yeah, and in my family too.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that after we review The Monkey, and also with The Monkey, please leave your review or your score on how you liked it. If you didn't, write in the comments. We love to encourage interaction. We like interacting with all of you, so please interact. We don't get much, but we would love to. And we'll answer every comment. We definitely will. So yeah, we're gonna start with our review, and yeah, unless you have any more tidbits you want to.
Nah, I think we're good to go.
Alrighty, so out of 10.
So I got to look at my. See, I'm struggling because I feel like I enjoyed this movie more than Wolfman, but I gave Wolfman a 6 out of 10, and I feel like.
I mean, it's a completely different movie.
I know. It's just like I feel like I enjoyed it more than Wolfman, but I wanted to give it a lower score. So that doesn't make any sense. So that makes me wonder if I need to lower my score for Wolfman, or maybe if this movie just deserves a higher score.
I don't know, man.
Kind of
you gotta rack your brain, because I know where I stand.
I think that since I enjoyed it more than the Wolfman, it doesn't really make sense why I want to give it a lower score. So maybe that just means that certain things bothered me
a little more than in the Wolfman.
Yeah, but it's not really fair to punish the movie as a whole for just certain things. So I think I'm going to give it a 6.5.
6.5? All right. And I gave it a 7, so we're pretty close.
Wait, so we've seen Wolfman, Companion, Captain America, The Monkey. That's it this year, right?
For you, yes.
Okay.
I've seen a little bit more.
I know you've seen Flight Risk.
Flight Risk and Hard Eyes.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is. But we're talking about The Monkey.
The Monkey!
So
I like that quote from fucking SpongeBob is like ingrained in me.
Which quote?
When they're like, they're talking, and then someone like lifts up something and goes, "The Monkey!"
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, it's that's every time I mention this movie, I'm always like, "The Monkey!" Instead of The Monkey. Like, yeah, I will not. Yeah.
So should we? With Captain America, we kind of just went through the whole story. We could do that with this, or we could do like the good, the mix,
I think we just do good, mix, bad.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, because it's really hard to really.
It is.
It's not like a
little
normal story.
Yeah.
So
should we start with the good? Start positive?
Yeah, I'll start positive. And are we getting right into spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, if we're talking about the good, we're talking about all the good.
All right. So, all right. For my good, you want me to just run through my good and then we'll go through your good and then discuss?
Let's do it together.
All right.
I mean, I think the best aspect of the movie was like the childhood flashbacks, I guess. I don't even know if you call them flashbacks. It's kind of just like side by side of two different periods in time in the lives of the two brothers, mainly the one brother. And I thought that the best parts of the movie were just when they were kids.
Yeah, no, that was pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
That was very strong, and I would give that a good too. And also great child acting.
Yeah.
Child actors were quite good. That's always a tough get.
True.
But honestly, lately, the child actors have been pretty solid in movies and shows.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even like when child actors are good, I just don't even notice it. It's just when they're bad, it's just like
That's
whoa.
like,
Yeah.
boo, 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 boo.
Yeah.
But I'll also say the core effects were fun.
Yeah,
They were pretty
some
gnarly. It was a nice. Weird. There was a nice mix of practical and CGI effects.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really tell the difference there.
Like the beginning kill, the harpoon, that was clearly practical.
Okay.
However, the other electrocution explosion kill in the pool, clearly CGI.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah, that was wild. That was really. I was like, I wonder what's gonna happen. She jumped and boom! I was like,
You didn't see that coming? I saw that one coming.
I didn't really think it was gonna explode. I thought it was gonna be a disgusting
I
fry.
thought she was just gonna get fried.
But she just went boom on impact. Okay.
I didn't see the explosion.
Like, all right.
Death coming, I guess.
Oh, and, the death for sure, but not like that.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Also, that's another thing that's a big positive. It was very Final Destination-esque.
Haven't seen
You haven't seen those, but what they do is pretty much like people survive death. They get a premonition, and whoever listens to the premonition, they survive, and then death picks them off one by one. But what Final Destination likes to do is linger on a bunch of different things that might be the thing that kills them. This movie kind of took that and just showed all these different things that you're like, all right, what is going to happen here? And a few times it did that, and then other times it was just pretty straightforward. You know what's going to happen. But when it made you think, oh no, that could be crazy, and let your imagination be like, oh no, like what the fuck's gonna happen? And then that doesn't happen, they subvert you. It's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I thought that the monkey itself was very cool as well, and just like the way it functioned, and it was just kind of an unsettling object.
Completely unexplained. There's no explanation for the
No.
monkey, and I kind of love that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like the explanation for those kinds of things is usually like some like demonic worshippers curse some object or something. That seems like it's usually how it goes with objects. So I guess I don't mind being spared that kind of thing. Yeah, it was kind of weird how they just open up the box and then after that it was like attached to them. Like, how do you detach yourself from it?
You don't.
And how does it... Well, but before they opened the box, no one seemed to be attached to it. And then, like, if you just don't wind it up, does it not kill anyone? Just hangs out?
No, that's what they say.
Okay.
But then he pissed him off, so he's like, I'm going to kill a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I was a little confused. Like, was he trying to push the monkey's arm down? Or
Yes.
up?
Down.
Okay.
He wanted his twin to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just like, what? Wouldn't the monkey start playing because he winded it up anyways? I don't know.
But also, that effect, too, of them both being in the room but being played by the same actor, seamless. It was a good effect.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, at this point, I would think that an actor playing twins should be seamless in a movie.
You don't know. You don't know anymore.
I would
Sometimes
fucking hope so.
you would hope, but sometimes it gets 50-50 on your coin toss here.
That guy looked like James Franco.
He is the guy from, I'm pretty sure, 50 Shades of Grey.
Ah. No wonder I've never seen him.
Either that or he is fucking from Divergent. I don't know. Those two actors sound, are very similar. I'm pretty sure I'm right on it, but
yeah, we could fact check later. Not that much.
Also, good for me personally. Really fucking funny. This shit, it's my type of humor. Dark, sadist, mean humor.
I was struggling with the humor.
There was some,
and I will explain why more when we get to the bad.
Obviously not every joke landed.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of Lois, or whatever.
The mom.
Lois.
Yeah,
the mom.
Was Lois.
A lot of her delivery was rough.
Yeah, it was
However, it was always funny to me because she's She-Hulk.
Yeah, I said that to Sam very early on. I was like, "Is that She-Hulk?"
I was like,
I don't know.
I know this actress.
I don't know if I can deal with this right now.
She's a lot better in this.
Yeah, I mean, I want to apologize to that lady, whatever her name is.
Tatiana Maslany.
I just have a hard time watching her on the screen after She-Hulk. I'm sorry.
It's not her fault.
No, it's not her fault, but it's just like, I see her and this is a mess. None of these plot lines make any sense. It's like when I see the fucking...
I will say, though, the Daredevil episode was pretty good.
Oh, my God.
I don't mind that episode.
You're just like, you see Daredevil and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yes.
You got to change your draws after that Daredevil episode ends.
Huh? I'll change my draws now thinking about that Daredevil episode. It's not that she was bad. It's that some of the comedy bits that they wanted to do with her didn't really land all the time.
Yeah.
But that's my only...
That was part of my problem with the movie. So should we...
We'll get there in a sec. I also will say I like the setting. Like just like a normal suburban town. I kind of
like rolled my eyes a little bit because it was like after the mom died, they were like, "We're going to Maine," and I'm just like, "Fucking Stephen King. Where else could they possibly go?"
As soon as they said Maine too, I was like, "All right, this is definitely Steve." Also, the fact that one of the brothers was named Billy, I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah.
What is that?
No, it's just
reuses that
a
name
lot of characters in his books are named Billy. I mean, like the main character in It is literally named fucking Billy.
Makes me think of the Polar Express. This present's for a kid named Billy. I'm Billy.
But yeah, no. There's some cool references where you're just looking around because I was looking at like around in the backgrounds and stuff. And I like the Goosebumps poster. That was cool. It was Say Cheese and Die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember seeing
that. That was a fun little hot like wink, wink, nod, nod, like to support the themes of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm pretty sure there was a Carrie poster.
I don't know what that is.
You know what Carrie is?
Carrying on my wayward son.
No. All right. But yeah. So, you got any more goods, or well, are we gonna roll into the mix?
Yeah, I wouldn't really say there were any standout performances.
The uncle.
I will say, yeah, Elijah Wood his unexpected cameo that put a smile on my face.
It was really funny.
I will always love seeing Frodo Baggins. Shit.
That was really funny.
I wish that. I mean, he was only in the one scene.
But it was a good scene. It was really funny.
I thought the son was good. Like back to the kid actors, like the twins, the kid playing the twins was good, but also the son. I thought he was good too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they were pretty, they were great.
Yeah.
Well, we already touched on that.
No, I know. I didn't really think of the son as much as I was thinking about the twins.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But
that one lady in the house was weird. The lady who got the shotgun to the face.
Oh, I looked at Max. I'm like, I
She was-
fucking hate
yeah,
this
she was
lady.
like-
Yeah.
Some of those kills like don't make sense though. Like how would the shotgun just shoot itself?
Demon monkey magic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just chalk it up to
Yeah,
that.
that's
It's
fair.
a cymbal
That's
monkey
true.
fucking hitting a not even cymbal. It's a drum monkey hitting a drum with a stick that spins and he chooses people to die.
That's funny. He puts his hand up and then the stick spins around.
If you think too much into it, everything is not gonna make
for
sense.
sure,
it's
sure.
It's not a movie to make sense
That's a good point.
at all. The mixed. I don't like. It's not I don't like, but I don't love either the relationship between him and his son.
Yeah.
I'm very mixed on that. Like some of it, you're like, all right, we're going for something interesting, and they kind of pull back.
Yeah, it's like, on one hand, it's like, I get it. You care about him, so you want to just keep him away from you because people close to you always die.
And also, I understand
But
too that how do
I'm
you
not-
explain the
Yeah,
monkey?
how do you explain that? It's hard to explain. But at the same time, it's like, I'm having a hard time buying into you even fucking caring about this kid. You know?
Yeah.
That's one of my problems with the main character is he doesn't seem like he gives a fuck, really, about anything. He's just so monotone.
Yes.
It's just like...
Which honestly, I also kind of get it.
Yeah, I mean... I'm not gonna...
So many fucking brutal
I'm not gonna
things.
put that against the actor because I'm sure that's what he was directed to do. But it's just like he's just so dry.
Yeah.
Other mixed elements.
The fake police kid. Mixed on him. Cause like
I thought he was just bad for the most part. The way he died was fun.
see
Very cartoonish, but fun.
I was not expecting. I was like, all right, what are we gonna do with the
It
wasp?
was quite silly.
And then-
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting. It's like I feel like the dad's not going to die because there seems to be some kind of immunity for people who spin the knob.
Yes, or like just. No, I can't even say
So
the
it's
family.
like-
The
Yeah,
family's
so it's
not
like,
immune.
It's like those wasps are going to kill this freak show with his hair.
And also, they already teed it up that said, "Ew, gross."
People whose hair is always like covering their eyes, like that just drives me nuts. Like that's like a pet peeve for me. Like why the fuck are you happy with your hair? Just like, is my hair long enough to do it? Yeah, it is. Not exactly.
Not quite.
Anyways, why
Now, let's
do
get
you
to it,
like
Megas.
that? Why do you like having your vision obscured by your hair? People do that in real life. I see people do that in real life. It's like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like you like being blind all the time.
Yeah, like you got like curtains for your eyes.
So you want to get into negatives, or you have more mixed?
I have some bad.
Yeah, that would be negatives.
So my biggest problem with the whole movie is, and it seemed like you guys kind of like this element, but for me it was like, I can't take this movie seriously because it's not willing to take itself seriously. But at times it feels like it wants to take itself seriously.
I didn't think it wanted to take itself seriously at all. Honestly, I thought this was a pretty tongue-in-cheek, slapstick, dark comedy.
Yeah.
That's all I went in there. Kind of that's what the reviews were saying and stuff. I was like,
Maybe it was
That's
just
kinda
more
what
that
I thought.
I wanted to take it seriously, but it wasn't taking itself seriously, and that
Yeah.
was frustrating for me. It was just like, it was just too silly at times, where it was like, it was just too silly. I wanted it to be more serious, like especially in the second half. Like, I'm not even talking. I mean, at the very end, the kills got so silly, but honestly.
the baby
My
burning
main
in the
problem-
stroller
my
was so funny.
Yeah, like, and what was that like ghost guy on the horse? What was that? There was like a ghost guy on a horse. Like that wasn't like a human being.
It's clearly like a Grim Reaper or
he
death
wasn't
or whatever.
burning. He was just like
He could have
oozing
been
smoke.
Maybe it
of
was
sorts.
literally just being the embodiment of death.
I was like, what the? And I don't even understand. And the father and the son were just not acting like everything was as bizarre as it was. And it's like maybe the father wouldn't because his whole life has been so bizarre because of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the son definitely would. The son would definitely be acting differently than he is because it's just everything that's happening is just extremely disturbing and bizarre. And he's just like, yeah, what are we gonna do now?
I mean, he could be in complete shock and just being like in that like, all right, this is his flight or fight response.
I guess so.
Because I've seen that happen before, where like something fucked up happens and someone just goes, all right, well, it is what it is.
I don't know. I thought that the brother was just.
I didn't like the brother.
In the first, when they were kids, it was like, damn, he's such a dick. But when they, like, the older brother, the older version of the brother, it was just like, this guy's just a fucking nutjob goofball.
Although he did have a funny bit with the.
Now that was driving me nuts.
I thought it was
And then
so
he did it
funny.
a second time, and it was just like, this isn't fucking Deadpool 2. It made me think of that part of Deadpool 2
so you're just
where
taking
he like,
the movie way too seriously.
yeah, well, it made me think of that bit in Deadpool 2 where he's like, he like acts like he's dead, and then he's like talking about staring into the sun or whatever. I don't even know what he says, but it's just like the double fake out. Like if he did it,
already.
if he did it once, if he did it once maybe, but then he did it a second time, it was just like, ugh, this movie is just too silly for me.
So I only have one real big negative.
Which is?
And it's a big director flaw.
Oh.
Because this director, I've watched multiple things by him. He's very pretentious, and he's full of himself a bit, and he's heavy-handed in his themes. And for Long Legs, it didn't get there for me, so that's good. That's what made Long Legs really good, and I think by far, leaps and bounds, my favorite film by him. But a lot of his other shit, he likes to fucking overdo his themes. And this time I don't
even know what theme you could
the
possibly
theme?
take.
Oh,
from this movie.
are you really? You didn't hear him say it 25 fucking times? Everyone's gonna die. Death. Death is unavoidable.
Yeah, I
Death
guess
always
so.
happens.
Yeah.
That's the theme.
I guess so.
And he was just like, open your mouth, eat your stuffing.
Yeah,
eat
no,
it.
that's fair.
Eat it.
It's like
Holy shit, bro! Shut the fuck up.
Like, you know when the magician pulls the rope out and it just keeps going and changing colors?
Yes.
I feel like it's like the reverse of that, where it's like shoving it in.
Yeah. Stuffing cheeks. But yeah,
That's fair.
And he was not restrained like in Long Legs.
Yeah, like the mom kept saying it, and everybody.
Every fucking character said at some point,
everybody's gonna die.
Like
I guess I didn't even
the
really
inevitability of death. That's the theme.
I didn't even really think of that as a theme as much, and it's like
it's hard not to.
Yeah, I see what you mean
God.
now. I guess I was too focused on like the goofiness of it. You know, I wasn't even thinking of it as a theme. I was just like, damn, they keep saying that shit. That's kind of just redundant. I wasn't even really thinking of it as like thematic. Because, you know, I think it's because the best themes are shown, not told.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't even think of it as a theme if I'm just told it over and over again. And I guess you could say they showed it by killing so many people, but it's like, it's not really earned that way.
No, they like telling you though.
Yeah.
And then the bookend at the end, ghost guy. Like, all right, I get it. Like, death. Like, ghost.
That was just weird.
Like, I get it. Like,
it just it became so silly. It was like, that's my problem too, is because I feel like the first half was, you could take it seriously, and then the second half it just became like a parody of itself.
No, I couldn't take anything in that movie seriously, and that was the mindset I was in.
Okay.
I
I thought like the flashbacks when they were kids, that was like I was in. I was bought in. and then it just became a parody of itself to me.
I will say the first half was a lot better.
Oh my god, the first half was like a 8 out of 10 probably. It was 7.5 maybe. I don't know. It was good. And
like
the second
I
half
was
like
I was at a 9 for a while, and then they kept talking about death over and over and over and over and over again.
The brother in his like evil fortress,
and then that happened.
And he's just like trying to kill.
See, like I'm cool with like I'm like, all right, so you're just a fucking psycho nutcase.
Yeah, and then he's
that
just like,
insane because of the monkey.
He's just like, let's just make up. I wanted you dead. I kept trying to kill you. I mean, I guess they both wanted each other dead at different points.
Yeah.
Although I feel like the one brother, I don't want to say it's justified, but it kind of was a little bit in the flashback when he's covered in the bananas.
Oh yeah, for sure. I get it. Like every sibling wanted them dead at some point. Every sibling. Fucking at some point you're like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
I want to.
But if they were actually dead, then.
And then you'd be sad. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, it's the same shit. But like, if you had the power with the monkey.
And then that was fun how he got killed by the bowling ball.
Oh, it was.
That was a nice callback. Remember in the flashback when they dropped the bowling ball in his face?
Also,
don't call it
it's not a flashback, by the way.
So what do you call it?
It's just the beginning of the story.
Well, yeah, but they were showing them as kids even in the middle and the end of the movie. It wasn't only at the beginning.
Yeah, the middle and the end of the movie, those are flashbacks. But in the you're talking about in the beginning of the movie. That's just the movie.
Okay.
I wouldn't call that a flashback at all. That's just the start of the movie. And then there's a 25-year time jump.
Yeah, I don't love time jumps in movies.
I knew we were going to do that, obviously. There's a voiceover of him talking about, like, the shit going on, like, the trauma he doesn't want to pass down to his son. Mm-hmm. So I knew we were getting a forward.
It's just like, I feel like every other movie I see at this point just has, like, some long time jump. They did it in Captain America, too. It's just like, whatever.
Well, yeah, when you're going into a Stephen King movie, expect
and that's fair, and that was actually a long one. Like in Captain America, it was like 6 months later, and I'm just like, why did you even tell me that? Why didn't we just keep going with the movie without you putting 6 months later on the screen? It's just like stupid movie trope where we.
It's just that was just a solidify, like him as a president. I'm pretty sure.
Whatever. It's just like.
But whatever. That's not this video.
Yeah, it's not.
But I don't have any more negatives.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was... I was taking it seriously, and then it just felt like it became a parody of itself for me, and that was frustrating.
That's unfortunate.
But I do feel like I enjoyed it more than The Wolfman, so...
I mean, it had one of the funniest scenes I've seen in a while. The priest looking at the fucking beheaded corpse and was like...
I didn't think that was funny.
I thought it was fucking
First
hilarious.
of all, I looked at that guy and I'm like, you're not a priest.
I know.
You look like some dude who's smoking weed in a fucking dorm room or something.
Like, yeah, that's why I have no idea how you took the first half seriously at all.
Well, it's just like that pissed me off, but I let it go because I felt like most of the elements of the movie were more serious than that. But it was just like, first of all, that's not a priest. Second of all, that's not how a priest would behave. This is just dumb. So whatever. I don't know.
The fact that you kick off the movie with a harpoon kill, taking out his guts, he drops, and then bro grabs a fucking flamethrower, screaming in the world.
I thought that was
burning
fun.
the monkey alive.
I liked the opening.
Sure, it's fun, but if that is how you're starting the movie, I'm not gonna take a single thing that is going on seriously at all.
Okay.
For sure not.
Okay.
Because that is so goofy. And it's awesome. Like, all right, cool. So that's what you're prepping your audience for.
I didn't think it was super goofy. I just thought it was fun.
A harpoon to your intestines pulls out all your intestines.
Yeah, that's fun.
For you to have
it was like
just
fun,
be like,
it was a fun
oh,
kill.
And then drop.
Yeah, it was a fun kill.
It was such a it was a gag kill. It was so funny. It was just goofy. It was all slapstick. Like, compare that flamethrower scene to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I mean, it was pretty similar, honestly, in terms of the goofiness.
Well, Once Upon a Time, I wouldn't say so.
Why not?
Like, this is just goof. And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was like a callback to earlier in the movie. And he finally gets to use his movie flamethrower.
Yeah, but it's still goofy though. He's like tortured some bitch in his pool. And he's like, I don't even know what he might have been saying lines from the movie or something. I don't even remember what he was saying, but it was like...
No, I don't think he said the fucking thing. He just walks out there, and then she tries swimming towards him.
He was saying some shit.
And then it's silent, and then you hear...
That was fun, though.
I love that movie. But yeah, no, this movie was a fun time, even though we were talking negative right at the end there. I do recommend you go see it.
That's my problem with giving it a 6.5. It's just like, I feel like I have more negatives than positives. But I also feel like I enjoyed it more. It wasn't boring. I guess that's the kindest thing that I can say to it is that it wasn't boring.
I think it was a fucking fun time.
Yeah, it was fun at times.
It was just, it was a heavy-handed fun time.
At other times, I was just like, this is... Like, I was just rolling my eyes at times. That was the problem. Like, the priest thing. Like, I'm never going to find that funny. I'm just always going to be like, that's just dumb to me.
Honestly, I don't know if you're actually a priest and you see someone who actually got beheaded at a hibachi. I don't know how you really react to that one.
I don't even know how he would be able to cleanly slice her head off with the fucking hibachi thing.
I know. The monkey.
All right, shall we move on to...
Yeah, let's get into our top 5, Stephen King.
All right.
You want me to kick it off, or you want to
go
kick it
for
off?
it.
All right, number 5 is Carrie.
Carrie.
Movie you apparently never heard of ever.
Tell me about it.
All right, Carrie is this girl who is bullied.
Nice.
So, stable. Stephen King.
Yes.
Loves childhood bullying. Except this time, it's flipped on its head. And Carrie becomes the evil type of person. Because she is like Jean Grey. She is telekinetic.
She's very powerful.
Oh, very, yes. But the pivotal moment, it happens, and I'm talking about the original one, not the 2014 version. The original Carrie's really good.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing. 2014 got way too superhero-y.
Oh, yeah?
I love Chloe Grace Moretz, but like...
I don't know who that is.
You ever watch Kick-Ass?
Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah, she's Hit Girl.
Oh, she's the little girl.
She's the little girl that talks shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not a little girl anymore, is she?
No, but in 2014 she played Carrie.
Okay.
And they also made it PG-13. It's not PG-13.
Yeah, Stephen King should never be PG-13.
No, never. But in the original, they dump cow blood or pig's blood on her, and that's when she just snaps and goes on a fucking rampage.
Oh,
It's
yeah, she
awesome.
just starts killing
Oh
everyone.
yeah, it's bloody as fuck. It's crazy.
And that was a movie from like the 80s or the 90s?
Yeah, the 80s.
Yeah.
I think maybe 70s.
I don't know. Okay.
But it's older. Very good. Still holds up, and it's in my top 5.
Yeah, there are plenty of movies from that period of time that hold up. So.
Yeah, it's also one of those good movies where you're like you're just sympathetic the whole time. You feel bad for her the whole time, and then you feel guilty.
You feel almost
for rooting for what's happening.
Yeah, you feel disappointed because you wanted this character to do well.
No,
and now
I wouldn't say disappointed.
Evil. You don't feel disappointed?
No, it's more you feel a little dirty, being like, good.
You dirty dog.
Like yeah, you dirty boy, you little dirtbag. No, like you're just like, good shit, let's go. Just completely decimating, like the whole prom.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it's fucking chaos. Cars being flipped, crazy. Oh yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah,
it's in a great performance. I'm blanking on the actress, but she was great. That's scary. Really sold all the emotion, turmoil. But she's actually sweet the whole movie. And then that is just the one bad day.
Just the turning point, man.
You just get that one really bad day, and
well, you catch an unstable person at the wrong time.
You're asking for something
They
crazy.
might just fucking do something bad.
But number 5.
My number 5 is Stand By Me.
Nice.
You've seen
Nice.
it?
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I haven't seen as many Stephen King film adaptations. I've seen a few that are off this list because they're not very good. Salem's Lot. I'm talking about the 2024 one. by the way. Not good.
Not good.
Not at all. Stand By Me, I thought it was cool. It was fun. It's like you have these 4 kids, and they just go on an adventure in the woods. And they know that there's a dead body, but they don't know exactly where it is.
They're trying to find it.
But they go looking for it. They have a general idea of where it allegedly might be. And it's one of those things where it's like they want to go on an adventure and they want to find it, but at the same time they don't actually want to find it. You know?
Yeah.
And
see, I almost wanted to put this movie on my list too. It's close.
Because they don't find the body till the end, so it's really just about the whole journey, and it's cool. They're just 4 friends, and it's very believable, and the kids do a great job, and it's just fun. So it's a fun friend adventure.
Also,
I used to just like that, just walking around.
It also has
with
a
my
pretty
friends,
interesting gut punch at the end
cool
too.
Shit.
When he's talking as an adult, he's like, I've never had better friends than I did back then. And it's like, damn, dude. Like, it actually ends in a heavy way.
Yeah, well, it's like...
Which ties it into, like, this generic,
Yeah, when you look back on your childhood, it's just like things that I took for granted at the time. It's just like, that was a good time to be alive.
Yeah.
Being a kid, it's a good time.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So my number 4 is Pet Sematary.
I've never seen Pet Sematary either.
That is one of my favorite Stephen King movies. I've seen it to death.
That's the older one.
Oh yeah. For sure. I don't mind the newer one.
And that's only a couple years old, right?
Yeah. What was it? 2018, I think.
Oh damn, it's not that old. I thought it was newer than that.
But like, the original is actually scary. Mm-hmm. It's a scary movie.
Yeah, because at its core, it's like their child dies, right, and then they bring the child back to life, and it's like
This 3-year-old fucking plays in the middle of the road, and a semi just fucking boom, dead instantly. Yeah. And the scene that builds up is like they're having a picnic, they're just chilling. They don't pay attention for a split 3 seconds. Dead. And it's a horrifying scene. It's brutal. But like, it's not brutal in the sense of like normal brutality, like, what we just saw in the monkey. Yeah. But it's a brutal and it doesn't show you the kid dead.
That wasp kill, man. Ooh.
But you hear it. So your imagination just lets you fill in the blank.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. And then obviously all the demonic shit of him coming back from the grave. Obviously, the first thing.
I thought it was a girl. It was a boy.
It is supposed to be a guy. The new one changed it to the daughter.
Gotcha.
To be a little different, but same beats.
Yeah, yeah.
But then the ending really ramps up, and it's just it goes from like scary, to a very depressing movie.
Oh yeah.
But it's a good movie
because they have to like come to terms with like trying to kill whatever creature their child has become.
Yeah. Well, there's more to it, but I want you to watch that movie because it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that, and then also before that happens, he brings the cat back, hence Pet Sematary. There's also a bunch of other lore stuff that they kind of touch on in the movie, but they also
Stephen King has like some weird universe lore.
Yeah, like
there's something about like a turtle.
Like they also
like a god turtle.
I know. I wanted a fucking turtle battle, man.
I don't know much about it. I just know that there's some kind of like godly.
The Deadlights versus the fucking turtle, man. I wanted that so bad, and I was rooting for it. I'm like, oh, we're gonna get it, and then they didn't do it.
In which movie?
The second one. It's supposed to be in chapter.
No,
chapter
it.
2. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
It has the turtle. Pet Sematary has Wendigos.
Oh, really?
Well, not in the original movie, but in the sequel, they touch on the Wendigos a lot more.
They're in the story, though, the book?
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Because Pet Sematary, that's not a short story, right? That's like
that's a full book. Yeah. But, yeah, Pet Sematary is my number 4.
My number 4 is It 2017.
Very nice.
Yeah. Did that make your list?
Yeah, it's next.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about that together then.
It Chapter 1.
Yeah. I thought
It's amazing.
That movie was really everything I wanted in, because I saw the one from 1990 and it's just so silly, and it's like I can see how there's
Don't get me
tons
wrong
of cool
though,
shit
Tim
here.
Curry was great.
Yeah, but it was goofy.
Tim
It was
Curry
just like
is
it felt
great.
like it was like directed by Sam Raimi. You know, it's just like I can't take.
I mean,
this
yeah, it's
seriously.
an 80s cheese. It's got that 80s cheese.
But
It was also a TV movie.
yeah, and I remember when I saw it, I was like, damn, I feel like there's a great story here. It just needs to be redone. Because I saw that before this movie came out.
Oh, yeah, same. Yeah.
So when I realized they were making it, I was like, fuck, they better do a good job. And they
do
did.
it so, and they also go R.
Yeah.
And it's a good R.
Yeah.
It's a fucking, they earn it.
The parallel, because like that's like in the original one, the iconic Georgie scene. Hiya, Georgie.
And then they just cut the black, yeah.
And
With his face going.
Yeah, and then like, the parallel of seeing it in this one, it was just like,
Oh, so much.
it's like
Ooh.
looking at Resident Evil 2 versus Resident Evil 2, the remake. It's just like, this is so much better, you know. And it was just like, and as the whole story progresses,
Also, obviously, the kid actors were a lot better.
yeah, they were great.
I mean, I also will say that is Finn Wolfhard's best role as Richie.
I mean, I like him in Stranger Things.
But no, it's more they don't know what to do with the character anymore.
That's fair.
It's not his fault.
Stranger Things
the-
has become a little over.
Yeah, I'm glad we're gonna.
It's like the reverse of Game of Thrones, you know. It's like in Game of Thrones they had all these great characters. Like we're killing him, he's dead, and by the end they didn't have enough of the great characters left.
Yeah, now they're like, there's too many
Yeah, yeah,
good
and Stranger Things
characters,
is just like-
not enough time, so
It's
kill
like,
them.
here's another good character. What are we going to do with our existing good characters? Well, we're just going to make them less good because we don't know what to do with them.
Well, we'll save that to when Stranger Things 5
Yeah,
comes out. We'll do an episode on that for sure. But yeah, no, It Chapter 1, for one, and this is unfortunate, and the only flaw is not from the movie, but from the fact that it's the same motherfucker that directed The Flash.
Oh, yeah?
So it made me excited for The
Really?
Flash.
The guy who did it?
Yeah,
did The
Andy
Flash?
Muschietti, that piece of shit that doesn't
That
know...
movie was good, though.
Which one?
It.
Oh, yeah. But, like, it gave me
It
false
Chapter
hope.
2,
I am a lot...
on the same
I'm
level.
It's not the same level, but I'm still a lot higher on it than a lot of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've rewatched it multiple times, and I still have so much fun. Especially with Bill Hader.
I don't even... Like, I would rewatch it, but I just don't even want to because it's so long. And
It is really long.
Over
However,
stuff.
the cast is just so good that even though... Honestly, I love it up until the end.
yeah.
The ending is what hurts the movie really badly.
But Bill Skarsgård as it is...
It's legend.
Man, that was perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm like, let him do more horror stuff. He's good at it. He's good at being some sadistic.
I mean,
weird
I wouldn't
fuckers.
say that he was good or bad in Nosferatu. He was just there.
I thought he was. I thought he was amazing. Are you kidding me? He was amazing. The fact that you could be like, you know who that is, and be like, I have no idea.
I mean, I
It's
feel like he
fucking
didn't
crazy.
like he just had a lot of makeup on, and then he breathed in an annoying way and talked in an annoying way,
changed-
and like
nah.
he didn't have any
Yeah,
like the character didn't have any personality or anything. It was just like
Yeah, he did.
I didn't like the
He was
movie.
horny.
one.
But yeah, It Chapter 2. Also, it fleshed out the bullies really nicely too. Give you a little more time there.
Yeah, and I know that was a true element where like the childhood bullies became like total psychos in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, whoa, it's a little extreme. I feel like the portion of the story that they did in the first It was probably the better portion of the story.
Mm-hmm. I also will say it is the very few books that I've actually read.
Oh yeah.
I have read it,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that they abstained from one particular scene,
Oh yeah.
and it happens in the chapter 1 part, and it would have happened when they're trying to get Beverly down. Beverly, for some fucking reason, I don't know why you wrote it, giant orgy.
Ugh.
I don't know why.
In chapter 1?
Well,
when she's a kid?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Kid Beverly and all the losers come. Yeah.
Oh, her and all the boys.
Yeah.
They just all took turns fucking her?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
I am glad that Andy Muschietti
Yeah,
looked at that and was like,
I think that's kind of obvious.
yeah, we're not going to do that.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not going to do that.
We're not going to touch on that.
However, though, there is one bully that did not get enough screen time in the movie, and that would be Hochstutter.
Okay.
The taller guy that is like going in with the lighter and it's like.
Doesn't he just die early on?
Yeah. In a good way. It's a very good death with the balloon popping in.
Yeah, he goes into the sewer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, come here, tits.
Would you like a balloon?
Huh? Bop. Then you hear all the the carnival music and stuff. Oh, it's good stuff. It's a good scene. I just love the subtlety of some of the Pennywise scenes too. Like if you look in some of the background, you can see him like as someone else.
Yeah.
Just like the librarian lady.
Yeah, he can take on
like
any
him,
form.
just like her demonic smile, just staring at Ben.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I will say
it's
though,
good
I
stuff.
do love him dancing in chapter 2. That's a blast.
Chapter 1.
I thought that was in chapter 2.
Are you talking about that? Do.
Didn't he do like a crazy dance in chapter 2?
No,
when they
chapter
were
1.
all in the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just Beverly. Beverly was trying to escape, and then it goes, now introducing Pennywise, the dancing clown!
Yeah, I gotta watch.
And then it goes,
I
I literally just watched it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when we were, me, Evan, and Max were at Mass. Massachusetts.
Oh.
Not Mass. The Mass holes. Not the godly Mass. Yeah, we were just watching some movies. We watched The Menu again, too.
Oh, yeah?
That was always fun.
Yeah.
Max really liked it. It was his first watch.
Yeah, the menu's fun.
Yeah, no, chapter 1 is a fucking true
Yeah,
gem.
they did a great job adapting that.
You're number 3.
My number 3 is Misery.
I knew it was gonna be.
And
on your list.
you've still never
Still
seen
have
it, right?
never seen it. I know what you've said about it.
Dude, Kathy Bates in Misery is like as good as anyone in anything I've ever seen.
You and one of the reviewers I watched would like agree on this.
Kathy Bates in that movie is more fucking terrifying than anyone I've ever seen in anything.
I'm sure.
She captures the psycho just better than anyone else ever has. It's just, oh my god. Because that movie, the whole movie essentially takes place in a house.
Yeah, it's a whole, what happens if one of your fans becomes too much, right? Isn't that like the premise?
Kind of, yeah.
Number
1 fan.
Well, I get that.
So he's an author.
Yeah.
And he
writes Misery, right?
Yeah, it's a book series.
Yes, and that's why it's called. I know that gist.
He has the latest book in the series. He has it. It's done, but it hasn't been published. He has it in his possession, and he lets her read it. And she doesn't know that it's gonna be the last book in the series, and she dies. Misery is like a woman, and she dies, and she freaks the fuck out. And then she burns the book. And that's the only copy that he has.
Damn, all that work gone.
And then she makes him rewrite it.
Oh, because I do know there's one really brutal scene.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the scene where she's like,
ankle.
you're getting too healthy. You're going to be ready to leave. We can't let you leave. You got to finish your book. I got to make sure you're okay. She just destroys his ankles so that he can't leave, and it's horrifying.
Yeah, no, I've heard about that.
And it's like as the movie goes on,
boy.
like he
I do need to watch that movie.
He is able to get through the house more, because he's essentially like bedridden, and then he's locked in the room, and then he figures out a way to pick the lock when she's not home.
I've seen clips from the movie. Yeah,
and then he starts to find like newspaper clippings and shit about her, and she has like a backstory, and she's like an established wackadoo. and it's just really.
And I know how she talks too. It's like she won't curse for the longest time in the movie until she finally snaps.
She snaps at him when he curses. Mm-hmm. She gets mad at him that in the books they curse so much. She loves the books, but there's like a lot of vulgar language, and she gets mad at him about that. But yeah, the way that Kathy Bates is just able to flip the switch and just become this fucking monster, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, there's a reason why she's one of the greats, especially in horror.
Yeah,
especially in horror.
That performance is legendary, and to me, I'm pretty sure that she won Best Actress for that.
Well, that other reviewer I was talking about, Cody Leach, you know, friend of Sean Chandler's, he would also agree that Kathy Bates to him is a legend.
I haven't even seen that much stuff with her in it. I've seen The Waterboy, which I love her in The Waterboy.
Hell yeah.
She's Bobby Boucher's mom. And she's and in that movie, it's just the whole movie's hilarious, and she's not even like a sight. I mean, like, she's a little wacky. She's definitely very wacky, but it's not like the same kind of wacky, you know. She has a lot of range.
Oh yeah.
She's just remarkable.
She's a good actress.
Yeah.
But my number 2, unless you have more to talk about.
Well, I do want to. I guess James Caan? Is that how you say his name?
I think so.
Yeah. I think he's just kind of a dry guy, and he kind of plays the same role. And I haven't seen that many movies with him, but it's like him in Misery and him in Elf, which I know that's kind of a weird parallel. But he kind of plays like the same role where he's just like kind of dry. I think that's just kind of him. So I don't know. Maybe he's one of those people who kind of just plays the same character in every movie, where he's just like kind of a bland,
that happens.
dry.
Some people also they just get typecast.
Yeah.
And you be famous for one thing, and all of a sudden you are that thing for your entire career.
Yeah. I just can't really see him being like an amazing character in any movie, because I just kind of picture him as that same personality. But maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen enough of his shit. I think he passed away.
I think so
not that long
too.
ago.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. But number 2, I have.
Yeah, you're number 2.
And this is what I was alluding to, that I'm talking about movies, not them as adaptations. Because number 2 is The Shining.
That's my number 2.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, The Shining is Kubrick's best
You want to
fucking
talk about
work.
performances.
And I know that he is a low-key scumbag for what he did to Shelley Duvall, driving her literally insane.
So did she like for the rest of her life she was like insane?
Not in the best state of mind, yeah.
Well, hey,
but she
her
also
performance in that movie
literally
was really good.
But that's why she refused to come back for Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
That's why they recast her. Like, I get it. I did not blame her. And also the recast was pretty.
She must have like PTSD.
Oh yeah, well not anymore. She's dead. So rest in peace, Shelley. But legitimately, all-timer after all-timer performances in this movie. Fucking, you got Jack Nicholson as literally Jack. He's playing Jack. Jack's just playing himself. Until he's really fucking crazy. Maybe that's still Jack.
Yeah, he's like Kathy Bates too, where he can just fucking flip the switch.
But also, is
that
that fucking movie where you just still the conversation like in like forums and stuff to this day is, was he already dead in the hotel?
I don't think so.
Or was he was it the hotel sending him to lure his family in so the hotel can take more?
Well, I didn't think that. They went there together, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
the hotel was already shown to be able to lure and like take form and like.
Yeah, but how would he already have been dead if he went there with them?
No, I'm saying like you don't have to. So you watched Dr. Sleep, right?
Yeah, I don't remember it that well though.
I watched that religiously.
I know you really love that movie.
Yeah. Well, in that movie, they showed it can still corrupt you. Mm-hmm. Even if you're alive, it's still corrupt you.
Well, yeah. Because, I thought that because I thought Jack was alive.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It could have been like he's already a little corrupted and was trying to lure all of them in. So he was already at the hotel. It's like one of those like conversations. It's like you can't prove it.
Okay.
It's one of those things. So the fact that that is still a thing, and it's so ambiguous, as if it's like, did they come first, or was he?
That's like
the chicken or the egg type of thing,
in Pulp Fiction, like what was in the briefcase? You know, they open the
Yeah.
briefcase and like the gold light comes out. It's like people still wonder to this day, like what was in the fucking briefcase?
Yeah, no, it's like it's a good way to have a movie still like it's what been damn near 50 years.
Yeah.
And it's still being talked about.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And it's still probably in my easily top 3 most scary movies I've ever seen.
The Shining.
Oh,
yeah.
Easily.
I always
that
think
shit
of
with the fucking twins, man. Oh,
yeah, those
fucking
two
fuck
little
me
girls
up.
are creepy.
Hiya, Danny.
I really
You want to come play with us?
I don't like.
Fuck you. Get the fuck away.
I don't like that scene where he goes into the room 237. And,
don't go into room 237.
The naked old lady. I don't like that.
You're not
It's really
supposed
gross. No, the one scene that I always think of, and probably a lot of people, is the scene in like the great room where he's got the axe and she's like on the on the stairs.
Yeah, they shot that 137 times.
137 times.
That's why she went fucking nuts.
Well, but you gotta wonder too. Like, did they use the 137th take? Like, what if they used one of the early takes?
That's what I'm saying. It's not proven what take they use. But that's why. But like you can tell she's like that's not acting at that point. She's just truly distraught.
Yeah, that.
So it's a later take.
It
but,
was remarkable.
But is it like take 100 or is it take 130? Like yeah, like what take is it?
Like as incredible as he is in that scene, she's just as good.
Yeah, he's just a perfectionist, man. He's fucking like. Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Jack.
No, yeah, I meant like as good as Jack is in that scene, Shelley is like just as good.
Oh yeah, it's just
role.
a complete complementary
the two of them
type of movie, you know.
Oh man.
It boosts everyone. Even like Danny Torrance. The little kid was really good too. Minimalistic role.
Yeah.
But like still
A little odd.
He was able to sell horror pretty well.
He has he has like some relationship with dead people, right? Like some like medium.
Yeah, he shines.
That's right. He has the shine, is what they call it. Yeah.
I'm like.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. he shines, man. Hence The Shining.
Yeah. Red rum.
And like that's one of the most iconic things. And you could say that to anyone. Oh, maybe not like younger. I don't know if younger
Children,
people
you mean? Or like people our age. I'd like some people our age.
No, I'm saying like maybe 16 and under by now. Maybe they haven't seen it. But like you say Red Run, pretty much anyone they're gonna be like, I know that. Like you're gonna get someone to be like.
So was it like, it's murder, but
in a mirror?
Yeah, no, I know that, but it's like, why was he saying Red Rum? Is that because like it like he's communicating with dead people, so it's backwards or something?
Yes.
Like they're saying murder, but he's alive, so he gets red rum because it's like somehow backwards.
Yes.
Life alive versus dead.
Yeah. So.
Kinda confusing.
So it's like he was too scared to say murder, so he was creative.
Ah.
And got it out that way, and it was in response to Jack putting the axe through the cop's head. Mm-hmm. Fucking great. Also, the sound design in that movie,
that's brutal.
It's so crazy.
That guy, he's at the beginning, and he's so nice, and then he gets like the phone call, and he's so nice and kind, and then he gets.
He comes back in the third act,
yeah,
and
he spends like a large portion
murdered.
journeying back, and then he finally gets to the hotel, and then boom, he's just Jack is like just hiding behind a pillar, and he just walks forward, and he just fucking turns the pillar, and fucking hits him in the stomach with a fucking axe. Just like, I
want to go to that hotel so bad.
I don't.
I want to go so bad. I would love to. I would stay in room 230.
Oh, fuck that.
I'll sit right in that bathtub and wait.
You'd probably like it, bro.
Well, before she looks old.
Yeah, she starts off like young.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was your number 2 too?
Yeah.
Very nice. Why is your number 1?
Well, I know what your number one is, but I'm surprised.
No,
I'm kind of hurt.
You don't know my number one.
I'm kind of hurt that my number one isn't on your list.
I know where you're going now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll go through mine first.
It is your turn.
All right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my number one will always be Doctor Sleep.
Yeah.
Specifically, the extended cut.
I have not seen it.
It
I thought that the first
makes
version
everything.
Isn't the like normal theatrical release like 2 hours and 40 minutes?
Yeah. Yep.
And you wanted an extended version?
Oh, but here's the thing.
How long is
It
4
literally
hours?
makes it like I already like the theatrical version, but I fucking love the extended cut because it fleshes out Rebecca Ferguson's Rose the Hat so much more.
How long is that version?
It's like 2 hours. No, 3 hours 15. Which honestly, it's only 30 minutes more footage. It's not,
that's true.
And like, there's so many 3-hour-long movies.
Yeah, I feel like after Killers of the Flower Moon, I just.
But I
Never
think,
again,
but like the difference between that one and Doctor Sleep is Doctor Sleep is fucking fast paced. After you, so essentially you get through like the depression arc.
Yeah, that's kind of slow.
It's slow,
It's like
but
the
like
first like
but
30,
like,
45 minutes.
It's not even that long.
I feel like I remember it being long.
It's like 15, 20 minutes.
I remember it being long.
But like I've watched it. I've watched the extended cut at least 20 times.
I just remember that movie being boring to me.
We can watch it again.
I feel like I
It's
don't want
amazing.
to. I remember it being boring.
If you think that is boring, I don't get it at all. It is fucking.
Because I didn't think The Shining was boring. I thought The Shining's great.
Oh yeah, and that's a lot slower.
Not that they're similar movies, but you know.
No,
it's
they're
a
very
continuation
different,
of the
but
same story.
it is in the same line. But also, I haven't watched Doctor Sleep or like read it. I mean, it stays close to book Shining.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it stays close to that with a little sprinkle of Kubrick stuff. But it's very much more into like supernatural, like going into that realm and going into more the Stephen King route rather than the Kubrick route, which is interesting. And it's a bit jarring when you watch it the first time. But yeah, no, you have all. I think that's Ewan McGregor's best performance.
Well,
Easily, hands
I guess I
down.
haven't seen. The only thing outside of Star Wars that I've seen of him, except for Doctor Sleep, which I only saw the one time, is that there's a movie called The Island. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, that's good too.
I kind of like that movie.
Yeah. I've also saw him. He was Black Mask in.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
He was good in that. He was having a fun time.
Yeah.
And he dies brutally. He like explodes in the fucking.
I don't even remember how he died, but I have seen the movie.
He got like knocked out, like knocked off the fucking the dock, and then they shoot a rocket launcher at him.
Oh wow. I actually remember enjoying that movie a good bit.
It was a mixed bag for me.
Mm-hmm.
There was some good. I've never rewatched it though.
Me neither.
But I do remember. I really enjoyed Black Canary. I was glad she was done very well. But anyway, maybe we'll do like a DC episode of like DC movies. Because hey, that would be a pretty good thing to do in July.
Yeah, I mean maybe yeah. Down the road,
But yeah, Doctor Sleep, especially the extended cut, it cuts it into 4 parts.
Oh,
so you can watch it as a show.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I never do.
That's more digestible. For
Yeah,
things that get in
especially when it's that long.
3 range.
But yeah, so you got Act 1, which you get his depression arc, and then you get Act 2, him on his rise, becoming a better person, a healthier person, getting over his addictions and stuff, and then you get Abra. Once Abra gets added to the story, the movie goes from like, oh, this is good. It's a good continuation. You get to see where little Danny Torrance ends up after, the trauma that he went through in The Shining. Mm-hmm. And then it goes from fucking like, all right, oh, now he's getting better, to shit's starting to get a little interesting.
Yeah.
Now there's multiple people who shine. And then you get Rose the Hat added to that mix too, which is the most terrifying fucker.
I don't even.
She is That scene with the baseball kid is fucking brutal.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
You don't remember that?
Nah.
Her just fucking butchering him screaming for his life so she can suck his life essence out.
No, I don't even remember.
Dude, it's hard to forget that scene. I'm telling you, we should give that a watch. It's fucking awesome.
Perhaps.
But yeah, from like as soon as that happens and that pin drops, the movie goes on all cylinders.
Mm-hmm. I remember that they go. I know they go back to the hotel.
Oh, and that gets awesome.
Yeah.
For a finale. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get he's like, like her grabbing him and sensing all of his boxes. He's like, oh, what's in there? And he's like, you want to fucking see? And unlocks all of his boxes that he was keeping them away and locked in tow, and all of them start feeding off of her. Crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then he becomes his own dad.
Wait, what?
Like he becomes the thing he hated.
Yeah, I don't remember the movie very well.
Yeah, dude, it's not. It's fucking. It's a very thematically rich movie.
Okay.
It is action packed. Fucking. It's creepy as fuck too. Builds up the Shining universe lore, and I want more in there, but I also don't at the same time because you have two perfect movies. Just fucking. Let's keep it a duology.
Yeah,
let's not go back into the well.
If you keep pushing,
because we're already dipped back into the well with it. We're already gonna come back, and I'm like, I don't know. We're doing 3 seasons. It's a TV show.
What are you talking about?
You don't know about that?
Yeah.
Welcome to Derry. Yeah, we're coming back to the It universe. Yeah, except we're going to what they alluded to in the chapter 1 with Ben going over to history every 27 years. So we're doing the first time back.
Oh, so it's going to be
and then we're going back another 27, cool. And then the finale is going to be the first time it was here.
Cool.
It's
is it going to be with Bill Skarsgård?
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård's already on.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so we got our Pennywise back.
They can't justify doing that if he's not going to be part of it.
Not at all. He's too good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Dr. Sleep though. It's truly a 10 out of 10 masterpiece of a movie. And easily in my old time.
I feel that way about my number 1.
I think most people feel that way about your number 1.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Yes, as soon as you're like, I'm
not
hurt.
on your top 5. I don't know how that's possible.
I'll tell you this. I've always been more of a horror guy. And even though I do love Shawshank and I do love Green Mile, I've
never seen Green Mile.
I know you were telling me about that. That's when I will watch that with you. If you're ready for a fucking, it's long, but it's going to break you.
Yeah.
It's not a feel good movie.
I like the big black guy. I like that guy.
Yeah, the guy who plays John Coffey.
He died young, I think.
He did because he had Giant's disease or whatever.
Oh, really?
Gigantism, I think is what it's called.
I mean, I thought
Andre the Giant also died because of that disease.
I thought that guy was big. I didn't think he was that big.
I'm pretty
sure
he
was like 6'5", you know, like he's like a massive man, but not like Giant's disease sized.
I'm pretty sure he's huge like that. I'm pretty sure that's why. I could be wrong.
That's too bad.
Could totally be wrong, but
I like that guy.
I mean, yeah, he was great. He was a great actor.
Charismatic.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Shawshank.
Yeah, and that's another movie that I need to rewatch. But that movie's a fucking journey, man. There are a couple things that I don't fully understand.
I mean, that's a Stephen King staple.
Yeah, like there's like the whole thing where he like finds something in like a rock wall.
Yep.
Morgan Freeman, and then he like finds the other guy on the beach in Mexico or something. I don't even know. But like the journey of just being in prison and like the way it goes and the ups and the downs and the warden. Oh, the warden was such a cunt. It's just
truly despicable.
And I think,
truly despicable.
I think that's a movie I've only actually seen one time from beginning to end.
I've only seen it once, yeah.
I'll have to watch that again because it was so good. it's just like this guy who's innocent and he's just trapped in prison, and he starts at the bottom and he works his way up the chain, and then he escapes. And along the way, there are just so many great characters in the prison. The one that comes to mind is the old guy who, I remember they let him out, and then he doesn't know what to do with himself, and he kills himself. And it's just like the power of something like that. Like, think about that. Somebody who's been in prison so long.
It doesn't know what to do with themselves.
That when they get out of prison, they feel so lost that they kill themselves.
It's powerful.
It's real.
Oh, yeah.
Some people will, like, commit another crime so that they can go back to jail.
Because that's their home.
And, yeah, and he just...
They feel more at home locked up rather than actually in their home.
Yeah.
Per se.
That's pretty...
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
No, it's very, and that's another one that's thematically very rich too, just like Doctor Sleep and also The Shining. It's a really good piece. Like whenever Stephen King tends to tackle like prison type of situations, rather it's like Green Mile with death row, or Shawshank with prison life, prisoners after their life in prison, or prisoners escaping prison.
And a big part about
he knows how to do it pretty well and pretty respectfully too.
Yeah, it's a big part about Shawshank is just like the day-to-day of being in prison and like the hierarchy of it, you know? It's like Dustin Hoffman's character kind of like improves his standing, and he ends up with like power within the prison despite being a prisoner, and then he pisses the warden off, and then he loses his power and becomes like bottom of the barrel, and he starts getting treated like shit. And then he is able to devise a plan to escape. And
also, obviously, the escape being the
crawling through a tube of shit that's like a mile long.
Yeah. It's just like there's a bunch of iconic stuff in that movie that
like him in the water covered in shit.
Yeah.
When he gets out.
But like even that, like there's so much in that movie that's still referenced in other things to this day.
Yeah,
it's a very iconic movie.
Oh yeah,
like, I won't deny that I do love that movie. I do. I just like horror more, so I always respect his horror stuff a lot more. Because also I grew up on it and saw it earlier than I saw Shawshank. Also,
I wish I could remember more because it's like. I'm such a fanboy for the movie, but I've only seen it once, and I can't even recall enough elements of it. It's kind of disappointing. It makes me feel like I definitely need to rewatch it. And by the way, one of my favorite episodes of Rick and Morty is called The Rick Shank Redemption.
Nice.
I love that episode.
Very nice.
To your point about like references and callbacks and the iconic.
I mean, The Shining is also one of those that is just
absolutely
called back to death too.
Absolutely.
Those two, like that's why all the love to Stephen King. He really is one of the ghosts.
I mean, as far as authors go, do you get any better? I know people say Ernest Hemingway, but he was kind of before our time. Stephen King is like the last 60 years the greatest writer, probably.
Probably easily. Yeah.
I don't even know who George R.R. Martin probably comes to mind.
He's great.
I mean, I love Harry Potter, but J.K. Rowling, she like curses herself with her own mouth.
Yeah, a little bit. But like honestly, I
feel like I like Harry Potter more than I like J.K. Rowling. And
it's the consensus, though.
I think Fantastic Beasts is terrible. I think it's awful.
Agreed.
Well, it's like
that's an episode.
Like I saw my aunt this weekend.
We should do a Harry Potter episode.
I saw my aunt this weekend, and she's like, "They're great." Like, I don't want to argue with you, but they're fucking shit.
They're not good. They get worse.
Yeah, I can't even tolerate the opinion that they're great. Like, it makes me angry because it's so bad. I haven't even seen all of them.
I haven't seen the third one.
Are there 3 or 4?
I think there's 3.
But they're making a 4th, right?
No. That one did so bad that they canned the entire universe.
Oh, yeah? Because they were going to do more.
They were going to do a 5-movie series. Yeah.
Now they're going to make The Cursed Child into a movie.
Are they?
And I've read about what the story is.
I heard it's not good.
Well, from what I read, I thought it sounded like shit.
Yeah, I think the
It's
people
like-
who did read it
Yeah,
was
it's like
not.
Harry's kid like goes back in time and like tries to save Cedric Diggory, and they save Cedric
What?
Diggory from dying, and it causes a chain of events that leads to Voldemort winning in the present, and it's just like the whole thing just it doesn't sound very good to me. It's just like it's the problem of more. It's like you had something that was so great, and you feel the need to make more. J.K. Rowling was like, I need to make more Harry Potter books. I got it, The Cursed Child. It's like, fuck you, lady. Like, you made something that was so great, now you're just, like... That's why I think that's why I had to stop watching the Fantastic Beasts movie, because they were making me like Harry Potter less. And I was like, I will not let this ruin Harry Potter for me. I'm done with it. I'm throwing it out. I will not associate this with Harry Potter. I can't.
I mean, I only
Because
watched.
I love Harry Potter.
I
that
watched
much.
30 minutes of the first movie and turned it off.
The first movie, I think, is probably the best one, right?
Yes, what the consensus is, yeah.
And that movie's not very good, in my opinion.
I mean, I turned it off after
It's
30
not-
minutes.
It's not terrible, but it's
Wait, no.
not good.
I didn't turn it off after 30 minutes. I went to bed after 30
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, for real.
But yeah,
Ezra Miller, by the way,
I know.
and his haircut in that movie is brutal.
Yeah. But yeah.
And I hate that whole. I don't need to rant about this right now. It's not even.
Also,
There's like a whole
I do want to get.
I'm sorry.
Let's chill on Harry
There's
Potter.
like a whole
We'll save
storyline
this
about
for-
how.
We'll save this for a Harry Potter episode. We can talk
Yeah,
about
we
some
should
Harry
do
Potter.
that.
I mean, I have a lot to say about Harry Potter. We can talk about our top 10 characters and shit. Like, we can fucking. There's a lot of things we can talk about.
we could probably go for like hours and hours about Harry Potter.
Yo,
If you're like me.
we should probably cut it off at a 2-hour episode.
Oh, dude, we get to 2 hours in our fucking sleep.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be easy, especially with 8 movies to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But I do want to give one honorable mention in my top 5.
Well, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Green Mile because I've heard amazing things about it, and it's directed by Frank Darabont, the same guy who did the Shawshank Redemption.
I know
He also did The Walking Dead, which I really liked The Walking Dead early on.
Yeah, I don't know why he made 2 amazing movies and then he was like, I'm done with movies.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't know what his other work is outside of those 3 things.
I think that's about it.
But shit, I mean, he's clearly very good at adapting Stephen King material. Maybe you should try it again. Just saying.
Yeah, but there's one other Stephen King movie that I wanted to give honorable mention to because it's deep into my childhood.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the first one that I've ever seen.
Nostalgia.
And that would be Silver Bullet.
That would be a werewolf.
That
movie, I
is
would
my favorite werewolf movie.
Right on.
Not many people's favorite werewolf movie.
Silver Bullet. I think I made it. Is that the one? He has like a son who has like the worst glasses ever. The glasses are
Yes.
like this big, and then the son is like killed, and I can't even remember. I think I've seen that.
But yeah,
I
no,
can't
that's
even remember what the fuck happens.
Um,
I do remember enjoying that actually though.
and I will say it's 80s cheese, but it's my type of 80s cheese.
Yeah.
And the werewolf practical effects, it's cool shit.
Yeah, no, I think
I love a
have
good
seen
werewolf
that.
movie, and that's why I was like really excited for Wolfman.
Yeah, don't like a pack of teenagers like kill his son by accident or something,
Pretty sure something along those lines.
and then he asks the devil to help him get revenge or something, so it turns him into a werewolf or something.
Wait,
I
no,
can't
maybe
quite
not.
remember.
I think we're getting confused with a different werewolf movie
I can't remember what happened.
because there's a few. There's a few. I mean, American Werewolf in London also. That's an amazing fucking.
Never seen it.
One of the most brutal transformation scenes.
Worse than the Wolfman?
Oh yeah,
That was pretty brutal.
it's fucking nasty, dude.
Well, that means I don't want to watch it because
But,
I
like-
didn't like the Wolfman transformation.
oh,
'cause
but
it was-
like, where the Wolfman was a movie about the transformation.
yeah,
that's
that was
just-
kind of like the premise of the movie.
Yeah, this just happens. Like it's like a 5-minute scene,
Yeah.
and then it's so good. It's carnage.
And then all hell breaks.
It's so good. It's really it's a good movie. It's my second favorite werewolf. But yeah, no, I love werewolf movies. It's good stuff, and I'm glad like we're getting a little more now. A little bit. I still want more. I still like my werewolves, and I'm fucking finally vampire movies are back. Twilight fucked them so bad for so long that they just stopped.
Yeah, that movie with Michael B. Jordan.
That's a vampire
looks
movie.
like vampire.
Yeah. No,
That looks like it has potential.
And also, Sam needs to shut the fuck up every time he talks about that movie. Because, like, he's like, oh, Michael B. Jordan's not a very good movie. I'm like, hey, newsflash, motherfucker. I just watched a good movie with Michael B. Jordan before seeing fucking The Monkey.
I don't know. Maybe he, like, the first time he saw Michael B. Jordan was Fantastic, so...
No, the first one that he saw him in was Black Panther, and he says that's complete shit.
Well, Black Panther, I think, is objectively actually a pretty good movie.
It's a good movie.
I think it's
overrated.
like, obviously, I think
it's overrated, but I think it's really good. And also, I love, like, obviously, Wakanda Forever. However, though, those are not my favorite Michael B. Jordan movies. Those are like, like he's a cameo in Wakanda Forever.
It's more than a cameo. He is, in
Wakanda Forever. Yeah. And it's a great scene.
Yeah, I don't even really remember.
Him fucking up Sherry in the fucking dream state. After taking the herb, you're supposed to see like the person you're most connected to, and Michael B. Jordan's the one who shows up. So Killmonger was, because she's like consumed by rage.
Well, that's better than them trying to like recreate Chadwick Boseman. That wouldn't have landed
that would have
well.
been bad. That would have changed my opinion of the respect for that movie,
Yeah.
like highly.
No, well, they had awareness.
But like Michael B. Jordan, also all three Creed movies, he's awesome in all three.
Yeah, I've seen.
And he's a great director in the third one too.
I saw Creed 3. Creed 3 is the one with Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie. I feel like it follows a very corny, generic.
I mean, it's a rocky path. You know?
Yeah, it has like it's kind of an overused storyline.
But my favorite movie is, and it's called Just Mercy.
I haven't seen it.
And it's him it's him as the first black lawyer, going against death row cases in Alabama when they were heavily racist.
Yeah, that sounds like a compelling plotline.
And it's also the only movie, other than the Marvels, that I'll give Brie Larson credit.
What about The Room, bro?
Oh, my bad. The Room, she's actually really good.
They gave her the award for that shit.
I won't disagree. The Room, she's actually really good in.
But like her
Just Mercy, she played
21 Jump Street.
She's in that?
Yeah.
I forgot.
She's like really young and she has bangs.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Not a good look.
I had the fucking Channing Tatum moment when you're fucking the captain's. Oh shit!
That's in the second one.
Oh shit! Yeah, that movie's so much better than the first one.
You think so?
I think so.
I think they're
Because
both
it's just
like
so much
equal quality.
They're equal in quality, but I get bigger laughs out of the
I
second
can't
one.
believe that they never made a third one. I would imagine that they will do that at some point in the future. But I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
I think
Is it
Jonah
'cause Jonah Hill
Hill
like quit acting?
Like quit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Fucking.
But
give
yeah,
us one
dude.
more, Jonah. You fucking pussy.
But yeah, no, I would watch Just Mercy with you. That movie
Add it
is
to our
actually
infinite list of movies that we
but
need
like,
to watch.
but like it's Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, and Brie Larson. Jamie Foxx is wrongfully accused in the movie, and he's on death row, and that's the case he took. It's also based on a true story. Like, it's true shit.
Yeah, sounds very...
Really good, and yeah, you should watch Just Mercy. It's fucking good. But yeah,
We'll wrap it up there, yeah?
I think so. Toothless says hello. Toothless. Yeah, that movie's gonna be so bad. That's gonna annoy me so bad, but I will see it.
Try to be optimistic.
I can't. It's way too quick of a turnaround.
How does Toothless eat food?
He has retractable teeth.
Wait, so he does have teeth?
Yeah.
Well, then why is he called Toothless?
Because most of the time he's just gums.
Okay.
Anyway, if you liked today's episode, please leave a like, share with your friends. Please subscribe, because most of you that watch our videos are not subscribed. So please.
Shocker.
Yeah.
It's not like that's
Show
a
us
trend
the
on
love.
YouTube or anything.
Yeah. Come on. But if you're liking the content, please show us the love and show us that you are loving the content by subscribing and also commenting all the stuff that we began.
If you subscribe, I will love you forever.
Yes, we will. But yeah, we will see you next week in episode 19, and we'll figure out a top. Oh, I think it might be Mickey 17.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see that before then.
It might just be.
Did Love Hurts come out yet?
Well, first is gone, dude.
Gone.
It's way gone. That was the beginning of February, dude.
Oh, we didn't see it.
No.
We should
'Cause
see
you told me you didn't want to.
Why
You
not?
saw the score and you're like, fuck that.
Oh, is the score? I don't
It's
even.
a 17%.
Oh, that's bad.